Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone, my name is Andy, I'm the Managing Consultant for Cybervenger. Today we're doing another deep dive into the NIST 800-171. There's 110 of these controls, and we're doing one of them today. So if you don't know what the NIST 800-171 is, check out some of our videos. If you're doing business with the federal government or you want to, it's a very important stand you definitely got to check out. Anyway, on to today's control down here. So today's control is 3.8.8. It is towards the end of the media access family of controls. This one says prohibit use of portable storage devices when such devices have no identifiable owner. If you've watched the other videos in this family of controls, this is going to sound kind of repetitive. And as I said before, in a lot of my NIST videos, you'll see controls that seem like they're duplicates of each other. Most of the time, there's some subtle difference. And in the duplication, they're trying to highlight that subtle difference. So this particular one is what makes it unique is they don't want a device that's portable if it doesn't have an identifiable owner. It's talking about chain of custody. It's a phrase you hear all the time with data compliance. A piece of data, you should know who has it, who has authorization, who is able to touch it. It should be logged, it should be tracked, it should be controlled. That's what this particular one is about. 3.8.8 is all about tracking ownership of a piece of media. I think 3.8.1 is when we first talked about removable media and making sure it's restricted. So it's one thing to keep it away from non-CY authorized people, the only staff of your company has it, locked up in cabinets. That's one concept. It's another concept, though, to not only do that, but to also keep track of who's responsible for that particular piece of media. So if you got a flash drive, maybe your team is working on a giant 3D printer, and you got G-code sitting on that thing, and you need to run it. That flash drive can be plugged in there, cooking away. Well, it's quitting time. Next person. What you have to do is you have to take out your chain of custody document, and you need to sign off that, okay, I'm checking this out, and so-and-so's, Jane is now taking over my shift. She's now responsible. She's now the owner for this drive. We have that tracked, and we could report it, and it's now logged in the system. So at any point, if there's a question about where that flash drive went, what happened, or it turns up where it's not supposed to be, you can check that log and see who's the last person that touched it. And you can figure out who the person was that wasn't responsibly handling it, or maybe who they were the victim of a theft. It gives you an idea how to track it and do forensics and to follow up, because that's a criminal event. If someone gets a hold of CUI that's not authorized, it's a big deal. And you should at least have the logging intact and the chain of custody to be able to show the authorities what happened to it, how it got there. So that's basically what this particular control is about, even though it sounds very similar to the other controls. The previous control I talked about, you got to restrict the machines that can access removable media. You got to protect the removable media and keep it locked up. And this one is now saying that not only got to protect it and restrict what machines it's on, but you also have to have a chain of custody who is in charge and owns that exact specific piece of media. And that media may not be a flash drive. Maybe it's something else. It could be a backup tape. It could be VHS tape with video on it. Who knows? And again, theoretically, it could be a material good. I think I mentioned a couple times a customer of mine does disposable of exploded munitions. Well, I mean, technically speaking, that's kind of federal contract information or controlled and classified information. Exploded shell has some. If you have 5,000 shells, that you have 5,000 shells is information the enemy might need to know or want to know about us. If we have an adversary trying to gauge what the United States government is doing, they could look at how many spent munitions are being recycled, and it would tell them something. So that chain of custody is applicable to physical things, not just media, even though the section's called media. I imagine it would apply there as well. Chain of custody, that's the idea going for in 3.8.8, and that's this control. And I'll see you in the last control in this section, the next one.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.